Thank you for coming out, and we're just going to jump right into it. So I'm going to bring up two very amazing women. They're going to kick off the day. They're going to let you know why we're here and all of that good stuff like that. So the first person that I want to introduce, she's been amazing on our team. She's facilitated so much of what's going on today. Oh, and another thing, can we all make sure our phones are on vibrate, silent, so we won't get distracted? But yeah, she's been an amazing woman on the team, both of them. Yeah, like I said, they've just made a massive impact, touched a lot of people. So they're definitely two people that you want to hone in on, listen to, take notes, because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be powerful. So I want to bring up Celeste RIchmond and Nicole Lankin.
Wow, this is so awesome. Clap it up for yourself for being here. A lot of beautiful new faces, you guys. Welcome down. We are the Get Uncomfortable Squad. You know, we're really just a group of young, just excited, powerful people that are ready to make an impact in the world. And you guys, that's exactly what we're doing. So much so that we're like in a transitionary period of where we're going to get to create our own space to really move forward. And the impact that this group of people is making is so phenomenal across the world. It's a global impact in the health and wellness community. It's so exciting. The Get Uncomfortable Squad, we're in Northern California, big here in LA, across to DC, Atlanta, all the way to Australia. I'm talking about literally, when I say global, I mean global. So it's so exciting. I've been a part of this team for about 15 months, and just to see the growth is phenomenal, you guys. GUS just represents people making an impact, and everybody matters, you guys. Everybody, you know, this isn't just about, you know, drinking a shake, but as far as like getting into the best shape of our life, but also getting mentally and physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially into the best shape of our life. So I'm so excited you guys are down here today. But more than that, like just to be up here with this woman right here, is so exciting, because, you know, I really came in and I was watching somebody that was moving and shaking in the business, and really just a leader on the team, and I've been able to see her grow into this phenomenal leader, and just to be up here is incredible. Definitely anything she says, pay attention to it, and I'm excited that you're going to get to hear her story. Clap it up for Nicole.
Thanks, Celeste. Really excited to be up here with you guys. We're just really going to introduce you to, you know, what we do. And, you know, I've been a coach on the team for 1.5 years. And when I started, I was, you know, I've been struggling with jobs for, you know, 8 years. Just having tons of different jobs and working from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, and always wondering, when is this going to change? And so when I met this team and I saw the vision and the opportunity to live just a more stress-free, you know, design your lifestyle, you know, different possibilities, be able to travel the world. Like, I saw that type of opportunity, and also just making a little bit more money than what my expenses were. You know, that was just my first goal. And coming onto this, you know, because I felt that way, I took it on full force. You know, I made $600 in my first 2 weeks just sharing with people the results that I got. I lost 15 pounds in 2 months, which was a big deal. That was a big deal, because I had always had a fitness mindset. I played basketball for 13 years, so I knew what it was to work out. But when I switched my mindset to nutrition, it completely changed my body, and I didn't even know it was going to happen. I didn't even have the goal to make it happen. None of my pants fit anymore. So and having to like buy new clothes and things like that. So it was powerful. And you know, I've also taken this on as a full-time business. You know, I was able to cover my expenses right away. I started making like $2,000 a month. And I was able to stop everything else, like bartending, serving, promo jobs, traveling, like for my jobs, like that was done. Last month was $7,500 here on this team. And, you know, the main thing about that is just, it's freedom. And I've never experienced that freedom in my entire life. So it's powerful, and we're just getting started. You're going to hear that a lot today. And Celeste has, you know, she came on and she was a quick just force with her energy and passion on this team. Her results are amazing, and she's an amazing leader on this team. Give it up for Celeste.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Nicole. Yeah, this is a family here that we're a part of. It's awesome. So I'm definitely excited for you guys to be here. I've been a coach on the team for 15 months. Like, I'm new. Like, I'm just crazy. Like, damn, I'm already up here. Like, this is insane. But 15 months ago, I came on, and really I was in a space where I was living a very stagnant lifestyle. All I had knew before that, I was in corporate America, but before that, I had graduated from a top-tier university. I was that girl that was an overachiever, and really anything that I had put my mind to, I had achieved from a certain point. Like, I was getting good grades. I was interning for all these hard-to-get internships. I was that person volunteering for all the organizations, doing the things that leaders told me to do to be successful, what I thought was, you know, the way of being successful. And I thought I was going to get this amazing job when I graduated from college that was high-paying. It was going to lead me, you know, I was going to move up the corporate ladder, and then I was going to get, like, this awesome house, and none of that, like, came. Like, the high-paying job, like, it was literally nothing. Like, I couldn't even get a low-paying job, to be honest. But some time went by, and being unemployed, I finally, you know, lowered my standard and went into corporate America, got a job, and it was like just nothing that I had envisioned for my life. And it was one of those areas, I don't know if anybody can relate to, where you feel like you're settling in life. And you know, I was working dark to dark, sitting in front of a computer all hours of the day, and I was starting to put on weight. It just didn't feel healthy, and they feed you everything. At least at the office I was working, I was like in and out for lunch and candy and energy drinks, just really unhealthy. But on top of it all, it was a disempowering environment. I was being overworked and underappreciated. And it was really a point where Herbalife found me at the right time. Like, I needed to lose that weight. It was about my health, and it was just about my sanity at the end of the day. You know, I started my program, and I ended up losing 28 pounds in my first 3 weeks. And that gave me the confidence to really just do more. It was like my vision for my future was re-expanding how it was before. I was like, wow, like, I felt like I had my life back for the first time. You know, and that allowed me to pay it forward. People wanted to know what I was doing. They're like, Celeste, you look great. Whatever you're doing and you're a part of, I want to be a part of that too. They saw the community. They saw, like, they saw the progress, and they were like, yo, like, I was a light for them I was giving them permission to be great. So took the steps my first month just doing this around my full-time job. I did Herbalife part-time. I made $1,800 my first month, just around that. You can clap that allowed so much cushion room in my life to just, you know, pay off extra bills, get my credit right, and just move forward. I was excited. It showed me it was possible. You guys, a year later, I cracked a 6-figure income. This company sent me all around the world. In March, I got sent to Paris. I just got back from the Bahamas with Nicole and Style and some other people on the team. And it was just incredible to be like, wow, they're like, I'm really using my passport more in the past 6 months than I have my entire life. And the most incredible part about it, you know, I made $10,000 last month. And the nicest part about that is that it means I've been able to walk away from my job. I could fire my boss and really just create that future that I wanted, but in such a better way where I get to design my life and create that vision for other people to do the same. So thank you so much. Yes, so moving in, you guys, you know, it's about you guys being here. Some of you might be like, oh, it's my first time down, like, what's going on? But the main thing is that, you know, it all starts with the products and just the community. And we're going to explain to you whether you want to be your own best client or whether you want to be somebody that's like, you know, maybe interested in the income side on a part-time or a full-time basis, and including this around what you're doing. That's perfect. Just listen from that space of where you feel like it resonates with you. And either way, no problem. So we're going to go over something that's called the Wheel of Success. So I'm going to draw it out for you guys. And if you plug into this, the Wheel of Success, no matter whether you want to be your own best client and just get amazing health results on these products, or whether you want to actually obtain some type of income, you plug into this, you'll be successful. It's like it's already been mapped out. Like, you know, we're giving you the roadmap to success. So starting with that, I'm going to draw a circle, and let's see All right, sorry. I wasn't an art major. No problem. Okay, so we first have Herbalife, and you guys can take notes on this, okay? So we first have Herbalife, and this is what it's all rooted and grounded in, okay? So we're affiliated with the company Herbalife. We are the Get Uncomfortable Squad, but we're affiliated with Herbalife, okay? These are the products that we use, and Herbalife is a company that's been around for 33 years, okay? It's pretty credible. They've, you know, done some trial and error. They know what works. They know what doesn't. We're backed by the most credible doctors. You know, a lot of our research is done right down the street at the UCLA medical research facilities, and that really gives me the confidence that if I'm putting my mom or my grandma on a nutrition plan, that they're getting the best stuff in their bodies, right? And for myself too, like the results you're going to hear are incredible, including, you know, you just heard Nicole and my results. So just know that it's the best stuff. And then on top of that, the brand is huge, you guys. So I mean, I don't know if some of you have heard of like the Herbalife Triathlon of Los Angeles. It used to be the LA Triathlon of, you know, the LA Triathlon period, but now Herbalife has incorporated its name in there. And, you know, we have athletes sponsored all around the world. You know, in Beijing, there was over 42, there was 12 in Beijing, and in London, there was over 42 Olympic athletes that were on our program. Like, that's incredible, the type of backing that we have. So just know this brand is a big deal, and it's exploding by the day. So that's a little bit about Herbalife. The next, with Herbalife, we tie in nutrition, okay? So we're not just drinking shakes, but we strategically supplement Herbalife nutrition with healthy eating, clean eating. So as a coach or a client, we get to learn what's a complex carbohydrate, right? What is lean protein? What's a lean protein factor? Some of these things were foreign to me when I first came in, but the cool thing is that with one-on-one coaching, right? This is another valuable thing we get. With one-on-one coaching, we get to learn all these new things that really make an impact in us getting our results. So this is awesome value that we provide in structure so that our clients and ourselves can achieve the best level 10 results. Because I know you guys have all seen either in person, somebody you know, or on Instagram or Facebook, amazing before and after pictures of people getting just ripped up, ridiculous results. That's what's happening. You can have that as well. So that one-on-one coaching, the cool thing about this, you can sit down with somebody and do a wellness evaluation with your coach or with your client and really go over their goals and find out where they want to go, what they want to achieve, and you can be that person that's going to help them get their results. Do you know how that feels to be sent a text message in the morning and be like, you know, I'm so grateful for you, Celeste. I just got this the other day. I'm 18 pounds down in 3 weeks. I was just like, wow, like, yeah. That's the impact that I'm talking about. And for every text message I've gotten, there's like 1,000 more that coaches on this team are getting. It's incredible. So just know that. But you don't only have to sit down with them in person. You can help people across the country. We have Skype now. We have, you know, you can just pick up the phone and call somebody. There's been a ton of people that I've done wellness evaluations on over the phone or, you know, FaceTime, whatever it is. We're all young. We have the technology. We can utilize it. So you can help anyone anywhere around the world. We are in 89 different countries. That's huge, the massive impact that Herbalife is making on a global scale. Just know you're a part of something great. So with that said, I'm going, you know, I went over the first three. I'm going to let Nicole cover the last three of the Wheel of Success. There you go. For Celeste.
So who's already excited to get great results? Most of us. I'll get you guys. So we got Herbalife, a healthy, balanced nutrition plan, and one-on-one coaching, right? That's all tied in with our healthy, active lifestyle events, okay? So what this means is we actually have events that we have created called Fit Club and different workouts and things like that that we created to not only get you in the best shape of your life and give you an awesome community and, you know, workouts to tap into, but if you're looking at this as a health coach standpoint, you have these healthy active lifestyle events to plug your clients and your friends and your coaches into. So we do a motivational workout every single Monday at Fox Hills Park. So we have that going on. It's very motivational. Like it's tied around Thank God It's Monday, TGIM, rather than Thank God It's Friday, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. So setting up our week powerfully, we also do beach workouts all throughout the week. So Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, we're on the beach doing a workout. We have night workouts too, so we really tie in these active lifestyle events. So you get in the best shape of your life and you have fun doing it, and you're also able to invite people into having fun doing it. And they're all free. So when people get an Herbalife nutrition plan through you as their coach, they're automatically plugged into these healthy active lifestyle events for free. So I really love that because it meant that I didn't have to get a gym membership and go to the gym all the time by myself. You know, like this is powerful. We have over 150 people every single Monday, and on the beach we get over, 100 people during the week, and then on the weekends we're getting over 300 people. That's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Does that sound like fun?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool. So what that creates, and what is probably one of the most important things about what we do here, is the community and the family. So you guys sitting here this morning, guess what? You're part of our family. Welcome. Clap it up. That's the foundation of what we do. I've never had better just friend relationships and people that I can talk to, people who give me feedback and healthy criticism and just help each other grow. It's powerful, whether you're a client or you're a coach on the team. So when you bring your friends as clients on this team, they are welcome to this family. Like everyone is a part of it. We even have a Facebook page just for our team made up of everybody, clients or coach, no matter where they live, no matter who they are, we are all connected there. And then you'll feel that. Like when you come to our fit clubs and all of our events, you'll feel that too. And then the last thing is mindset. Okay? 100%. Who has heard of personal development? All right. So personal development is wrapping your mindset around something that is productive and positive, and you're growing and you're excited. So something like waking up every single morning and listening to a motivational video for, let's say 30 minutes, tops, and really getting your mind right and set up for the day. So what happens is you, as a coach on this team and a part of our family, right, you guys are setting like the best example, and people are attracted to what you're doing. Because not a lot of people are really positive out there. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Or on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like Facebook sort of like people sort of tend to complain. We're the family and the team that we're setting the example, like posting a motivational quote in the morning and just setting up your day successfully. And I promise you, if you have that mindset right and you focus on that, you will be successful no matter what. Because you're just focused and you're driven on that. So this is what we do. And I'm really excited for you guys to hear from people who have tapped into this, as obviously everyone becomes their best client. Step one is starting on your own nutrition plan. We got amazing results, and honestly, that's the only reason why we're here, and it's the only reason why we'll continue to be successful is because we constantly get results. Like, we're not even done yet. We got that initial, and then it's like, okay, cool, so let me get something else right here, and let me get this, or, just taking progress photos, or let me run another triathlon, or let me do a marathon, or whatever things that you guys want to work on. So you will hear that in people's stories. I'm going to have people come up and share their result story, and then also just on the coaching side, what they've done. Part-time income, just side income, full-time income. So just really look at it as the possibilities and clap it up for them and bring the energy. So let's
Hello, everybody. My name is Lamont, a.k.a. Mr. Honey himself. I've been a health coach for a year now, and before Herbalife, I was a tired, stressed out massage therapist. I worked full-time at LAX as a ramp agent and wheelchair agent. Also played semi-pro football, so I had a very crazy schedule. I had horrible eating habits, and I spent from $20 to $30 a day on junk food. Can anybody relate to spending at least $20 a day on crap?
Yeah.
Right. Eating like that, I did put on some weight, and I wanted to do something about it. So I worked out hard, but I was not getting the results that I wanted. But luckily, I had this amazing woman in my life named Denise. She invited me down to a nutrition club. I seen the passion that they had there, the impact that they were making on the community, on their families, and it made me want to join, and I signed up that night. So, I'm thinking like it sounds cool, but I know it has to be at least $200 to start. I'm like, this sounds like a really good thing. So I'm like, they're like, no, it's $6 to $8. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So like, let's do it. So I signed up as a coach. I got on my nutrition plan, and 30 days later, 7 weeks later, I was down 30 pounds. I went from 50% body fat to 10% body fat in 7 weeks. Lost 3.5 inches off my waist, and energy's been sky high ever since. And just being really excited about my results, sharing that with my friends and family, I was able to consistently make $600 a month. And that's big for me because I drive a 5.7 liter Tahoe. And anybody that drives a Tahoe or a truck or any kind of V8 car, you know my pain at the pump. So that money definitely came in handy. Thank you guys for letting me share.
What up, guys? My name is Alan. I've been a coach on the team for a year and a half now. A year and a half ago, guys, I was almost 200 pounds. And I was just not happy with the person I was seeing in the mirror. It would be crazy. Like, my pants just didn't fit. I always was an athlete, and I just didn't feel that way anymore. So anyway, a friend of mine starts as a health coach. He introduces me to the products, and within the first 2 months, guys, I lost 23 pounds. 10% body fat, and I gained 13 pounds of muscle. So now I'm in the mirror, I'm like, yes. So I got excited. I started telling my family and friends. The first month I made $200. So now a year and a half ago, a year and a half later, last month I made $930, and it really shows me that I get to be a part of this amazing team. I get to build a career doing something that I love, and now I see the potential of my greatness. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm Walter, and I've been a coach on the team for 14 months now. And before I started my nutrition plan, I was 203 pounds, and I was overweight martial artist, which was kind of bad because I was also teaching guys 10 years younger than me. They were faster than me. They could choke me out, although I was teaching them how to do it. It was kind of weird. So at the same time, also, I had recently lost my job. I recently lost my relationship, and I was in a really depressed point in my life. So I'm sitting here surfing around on Facebook, and I saw a post from a friend of mine who challenged all her guy friends to come out to the beach and outdo her. Well, I'm a martial artist. I can do that, right? Yep. Wrong. The beach workout kicked my butt. But what I wanted to do was keep going back because I didn't want to be defeated. At the same time, I was introduced to some of the Get Uncomfortable squad, and I just loved the community. I loved the feeling. I loved everything about it. At the same time, within 4 months, I dropped my body fat percentage from 23 down to 10%. Yeah. 23, 10%. Yeah. And I went from 203 pounds down to 173, and now I'm going back up to 190 because I like that bigger look. You know what I'm saying? It's great to be able to control your weight, guys. It's seriously great to be able to control it and do whatever you want to do and play around with it. On top of all of that, I decided to become a coach because I loved everything that was going on. And in the midst of doing that, I got my mom healthy. She's beating diabetes. My daughter lost weight. By the way, I'm 39 years old. Yeah. And what that really meant to me also is being a health coach and being able to help other people and make money while doing it is last month I made $1,100, and my mom moved here from Detroit a year ago, and she's been struggling financially lately, so I gave her all of that money. Yeah. That was huge for me. So thank you very much. You guys are in the right place. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Cynthia. I've actually been a coach on the team for now 8 months. So before doing Herbalife, I actually was a full-time student. I was a full-time manager at a retail store. So because, of course, I'm doing all these things, I eventually forgot about my health. So what happened was I gained 40 pounds. So with the 40 pounds, of course, I also, I was pre-diabetic. I had a bad immune system. I just had a whole bunch of health issues. So when I finally started my nutrition plan, I ended up losing 40 pounds in 3 months. So I lost the 40 pounds. I wasn't pre-diabetic anymore. I felt good for the first time. Like it's not this that you look good, but I felt good. So of course, I became a health coach. My first month as a health coach, I made $300. And then fast forward to now, I'm now making $2,000. Wow. So for me, that extra money just meant I can put gas in my car to come to the workouts or to, you know, pick up my friends or just to do things that I know I couldn't do before. And so if you guys are looking for income, if you guys are looking for health results, you're in the right place.
guys, I'm Jackie Lankin. I've been a coach on the team for 16 months now, and my background is in teaching. I'm a full-time kindergarten teacher. And before Herbalife, I was always very active, 6 days in the gym, eating really well. And I didn't think I needed to drink shakes for breakfast. My daughter convinced me otherwise. I did it to prove her wrong. And turns out I was wrong. I lost 10 pounds in 1 month. A total of 17 pounds down now in 2 pant sizes, and I've put on 12 pounds of muscle. And I've also increased my activity. Actually, I've decreased my activity, but the intensity. I've gone from working out 6 days a week to working out 2 days a week, eating 6 times a day versus 2 times a day. So everything shifted for me. Everybody got excited and saw what I was doing and wanted it, so they just started coming to me. Started out my first month, made $500 around my full-time scheduled teacher. Now I am 16 months in, making $3,300 still around my full-time job as a teacher. And what I love about that is I love my job. I'm going to do it for a little while, but not until I'm 60.
I've been in the company for 13 months, and my background is I was a social worker, then I became a massage therapist, and then I became burned out. So pretty much I was spending my whole entire day within 4 walls, hoping and praying that somebody would get on my table so I could actually touch them and make them feel better. Although I felt completely drained, I had no energy, and I was not eating healthy. So I actually seen my mentor on Facebook, reached out and met him, and completely changed my life. I started my nutritional program, and in 2 months, I dropped down 26 pounds. I also lowered my cholesterol by 80 points, lowered my body fat percentage by 10, and gained about 5 pounds of lean muscle. Yeah. That was amazing. I was so excited. I told everybody that I knew, shared it with everybody, and I was my own best client. So just being who I was actually touched everybody else, and I got a lot of people on. Got them going on a program. First month I made $200, which was awesome. I was like, okay, this is great. This is better than tip money. And then fast forward, last month I made $4,500. And what that means for me as a mom and a new grandma, I was able to spend every single day with my daughter at all of her doctor's appointments. While she was having her prenatal appointments and everything, I left my job after 5 months. And I now have complete freedom to do what I want to do and to actually spend my time with my family and to inspire other people to get in the best shape of their lives.
How's everybody doing? Yeah. How's everybody doing? Yeah. My name is Jason Soros, and I've been a coach on the team for 1 year. You know, and I was that guy in the gym that was working out hard, thought I knew everything, but I would take a picture, it didn't look like it. So I seen this guy who had the results that I wanted, and I asked him what he was doing. And so I started my nutrition plan. You know, my first month, I dropped my body fat 10%. That was really huge for me. And then I was able to help my mother. My mother's gotten sick, and I was able to help my mother in 5 months. She dropped 30 pounds. And so really just sharing this opportunity because people saw my progress. The first month, I made an extra $500, which was really big for me because I wasn't looking for the income. But last month, I made $5,000. And what that meant for me, I was able to quit my job and spend more time with my mother because that's what really matters. Thank you. Yeah.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Style. So, you know that guy in the gym he was talking about? That was me. Right? I was more ripped than him. I was killing him like, yo, man, this Herbalife is cool. But just so you guys know, my name is Style. I've been with Herbalife now over 2 years. And before Herbalife, I was the best server you ever had. And the craziest thing is there's like people that worked with me at BJ's at that time. And so I came to their table and I was like, you know, I'm great, I'm this, and I'm like, I'm trying to get that $5. I was willing to do magic tricks, whatever. Like, I wanted your tips, right? So that was like, I mean, but just understand, like, that's a little frustrating because you see people eating and you wish you were out eating and you got to serve them. So just, you know, every single day you wake up to that and eventually you want to do something else with your life, but you don't know where to go. That was my biggest struggle because I went to college and I did those things, but I had no idea where to apply all this energy in, right? Anybody else relate to that?
Yeah. Like 3 people, cool. All right, so those people that relate to that, what happened was I was looking for something but didn't know what it was, and somebody invited me to come to the meeting, and I was like, nope, I don't want to go. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to sell anything, right? But there was a lady that stood in front of the room, and she said that she had lost 20 pounds, and she had made $500, and she was off all her medications. And that story alone, for me, you guys, it really touched my heart, because my mother passed away from medications. And I was like, if somebody like her can change somebody's life, maybe I can too. Right? Maybe the server that's working at BJ can change somebody's life. So I decided to get on my nutrition plan, and I literally went from 9% to 5% body fat, which was crazy. So my abs had abs now, right? And which was awesome. I'm telling you, when you work out as much as I do, you're looking for that extra edge. And to do it the healthy way and you feel great is miraculous, because I tried everything in all the products, and some of them make your heart beat too fast, and it's just crazy stuff. So when you feel good doing it, you can't help but to share it. So I've shared it with a lot of people now, you know, a lot of people. I just want you guys to know, like, I took massive action in this, and I haven't looked back, you guys. I was able to leave my job, which was amazing. Clap it up for that. My first month in Herbalife, I made $72, which was great because it allowed me to go to a restaurant like I wanted to. That was my first goal. I just wanted to go out to eat. I don't know if anybody else ever wants to go out to eat and just can't. Be like, I haven't got enough to tip them, so I ain't going to go, right? So I went out to eat, you guys, which was awesome. And then, you know, I remember when I hit over $10,000 a month. And I remember how that felt, you know, that freedom. And the greatest thing about it is, you know, Mother's Day came up, and my aunt, she took me in after my mom passed away. And I was able to go, you guys, to Tiffany's. I bought, like, a necklace for her, and I bought, like, filled my car up I had just got. I brought a brand new car, and I filled flowers up for her, and I picked her up. And just the way I felt, because my aunt makes 6 figures, you guys. So when I picked her up in my car, you know, and I had a gift for her, I hid the gift. So she saw the flowers. It made me feel like everything I had was willing to do, and everything I had done, it made me feel great. And then to be able to come around this community of people, like, I wake up now excited to see what's going to happen. Like, I get on Facebook, I'm like, what's Dulla going to say? Or what's Tiffany going to say? Or what? I'm, like, excited because I have so many more friends and so much of it's crazy. The movement, the feeling, the excitement. I'm very excited about it, so I'm glad I got to share my story with you guys, because sometimes I don't get to. And thank you for listening.
So who's already feeling excited to get started? I'm gonna get you guys, I promise. So, that excitement, you know, really, what you guys heard was a lot of different stories from people from a lot of different backgrounds, and you hear different incomes and where we started from. Number one is, no matter what, this is a part of our life. Okay, tied in with all of this is that we create a lifestyle. So this isn't something that is, you know, quick or diet, or, I mean, it does happen quick, actually. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's a lifelong thing. And also, as a coach on this team, and as, you know, also become a business owner, really, but you have a lot of family backing you up. Like, we support each other, everyone's got each other's back. But this is a lifelong thing, and your income is determined by your effort, like your effort. Your income is determined by your effort, and also how long you've been around. So the more effort that you put in, and the longer that you're around, and you just don't quit, the income just goes higher and higher and higher. And the more leadership that you bring to this team, and the more value that you bring to this team as a person and as a leader, your income grows. So that's why you're hearing different, like, incomes and things like that. And we're just excited for you guys to get started, and you can go 2 different ways. Number one, you could just start your nutrition plan and focus on you and getting in the best shape of your life. And if the only thing you want to do is start your nutrition plan, awesome. Welcome to the family. Like I said, no matter what, you're part of the family. The second way you can take it is you can start as a health coach. And you start your nutrition plan too, because that's step number 1. But you can also simultaneously start as a coach. So if you want to get started, it's a $69 registration. And what that gives you is you're completely in. Like, you're with Herbalife. You have your own online office. You get all of your DVDs and your books to learn about the details of the business. And you're plugged in with our trainings and our events. And, you know, no matter what you are, but as a coach, you'll look at it as a slightly different way. And your step number 1 is just to bring people around. Get in the best shape of your life and bring people around. Introduce your friends and your family to this community. Come to the trainings and just learn about, you know, how you're putting in that effort. Where you're going to put that effort in. Learning more about the products. And, you know, we're going to go into a lot of it today. And Celeste is going to explain what we have coming up next.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So... Wonderful. So, you know, some of you may be thinking, okay, that's great, like health coaching, what are they talking about? How do you do that? Like today, everything is going to be made clear. Whether you want to be a client and get those level 10 results, guess what? Today we have action steps. We're going to teach you action steps. We have a couple different speakers that are really going to come up and break down how people are getting results, how these products work. What's a shake? You know, what a good program is for someone that's trying to lean out. Maybe someone's trying to put weight on. You know, how you can do that. Maybe you just want more energy. All those answers are going to be given today. So I'm really excited about that. But not only that, like, you know, some of you might be wondering about health coaching. Like, what's this? How was somebody making an extra $600 a month? And how was Nicole making $7,000 a month? You're going to get to learn how our impact and how our marketing plan works. The ways and the methods that we're going out into the community and making that impact, as well as, you know, our marketing structure of how we get paid as health coaches, how we're making money dependent on our impact. So all those questions you maybe have circulating through your mind, they're going to be answered today. You just need to stick around, definitely pay attention, soak it up, open your heart, make sure you're taking great notes. These speakers, the people that come up here, are people that are moving and shaking in the business and they know what they're talking about. So I'm really excited for you guys to be here for that. But before we get into that, before we jump into that, you guys, we're going to take a 5-minute break, just 5 minutes, not 15 minutes, 5 minutes. And we're going to connect with the person that brought us down and just talk about what you're excited about, right? And just, you know, a little break. You can get some water if you want. You can use the bathroom maybe. And then...
So we're about to jump right into our next section. So be prepared to take notes. Because this is the start of the show. We're going right into our products. It's going to be done by 2 amazing coaches on the team. So yeah, just listen, like Celeste said, listen from a place of where you see yourself fitting in. Take great notes. Listen to what they have to say because, like I said, they're both amazing people and amazing coaches. So give it up for Dulla and Casey.
Welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing today? My name is Casey, and this is Dulla. And today we're going to go over the product section. We're just going to briefly give you guys some detailed information about the products, how to use them, and what they're going to do for you. And Dulla here, he has gotten amazing results on his nutrition program, and he's going to go into his story and tell you what he did.
Okay, first off, I'm mad excited, yo, because when they say this is like the star of the show, it's actually the star of the show. You heard all these coaches speak about the amazing results. They can't get the amazing results without the amazing products. Is that right?
Yes!
Okay, so basically, my name is Abdul, a.k.a. Dulla. I've been a coach on the team for 4 months. Before life, I was actually, you know, that one of those guys in the gym constantly working out. I was a college athlete, so I knew how to work out, but I knew nothing about nutrition whatsoever. I was actually doing the opposite of the rule, the 80-20. I was doing 80% fitness, 20% gym. The equation doesn't add up. Therefore, no results. So I actually started my nutrition plan. 4 months, I dropped 51 pounds. Yeah. So what that 51 pounds actually meant to me, I was always that guy that was motivated and encouraging people, but in myself. I would try to talk to you through your brain. I know that was kind of weird, but it's true. I would be afraid to tell you something because of my outside, the way I look. So how could I motivate you to get in shape if I wasn't that? So 51 pounds means a lot to me because now I'm actually speaking, I'm doing videos, I'm telling people that it's possible because I made it possible because I took a chance and believed in myself. So if you don't take a chance on yourself, you will never know your possibilities, right? Yeah. All right, so that's my story. I'm just excited. And actually, I made a little money on the side too, by the way. Actually, last month, just by helping out my friends and showing my pictures and showing that it's possible, I made $1,500 last month. Once again, started the show, so I'm a part of the show. And also my co-host, Casey, is also an important person. I seen her before and after. It didn't look nothing like her first of all. She was like, you see my before? I was like, what? Like, it's crazy. Like, these products is amazing. It's amazing. Casey, please share your love.
Thank you. Thank you, Dulla. Like he said, I have also gotten really good results on this nutrition program. Before I started my nutrition program, I worked as an electrical technician, and I became severely ill on my job. And the experience made me realize, okay, you can't procrastinate any longer on your health and on the goals that you have set out. So one of my goals, I want to get a six-pack. I want to be super sexy on the beach in a bikini. And I got started on my nutrition program. I lost 32 pounds. I cut my body fat percentage down by 19%. And the most amazing part, and I just realized this the other day, is that I dropped 10 pant sizes. Seriously, 10 pant sizes. So I feel absolutely amazing. You know, the nutrition that we have here that we're all getting these amazing results on, it's just, it's the best thing that you could have ever found. So that being said, let me tell you a little bit about our philosophy here. Our philosophy, which Dulla touched on a little bit, is 80% nutrition, 20% fitness, but 100% mindset. And here with the Get Uncomfortable Squad, we help you with the 100% mindset with TGIM, you know, the Motivational Monday workout hosted by Style and assisted with the rest of our coaches here. 20% nutrition, you get, which here's the starter show right here. You get your daily recommended allowance, which is 2,500 nutritional value, all the vitamin and minerals that you need in a day to keep healthy. You get your protein requirements, and with your protein requirements to help you stay full longer, Dulla has different protein requirements than I do, so this helps you to meet that. And you also stay within a 200 calorie range. So whether you're trying to lose weight or whether you're trying to gain weight, get ripped, that is going to help you assist you in doing that. Now, Dulla is going to go into more detail about the actual individual products and what they're going to do for you and how to use them.
Great. Yeah. Clarification, please. All right, I want you guys to pay attention to this because it's most important. Who here knows how to make a shake? First off, raise your hand. I'm putting my hand down because I actually didn't know how to make it. I'm going to be real. So if you're not real, put your hand back down because it's so simple. There's 3 key steps. You have a container or you have a cup. You put 8 ounces of water inside the cup. You put your shakes in, which is the first one. It's the Formula 1. Formula 1 is actually your healthy meal. Most important is 21 grams of all the nutrients and nutrition and all the nutrition that you need in a balanced meal. So basically what this is like equivalent to making, well, who likes to cook first? So raise your hand. Okay, so if you're cooking all day, basically what you're doing if you don't drink this, you have your chicken, you have your brown rice, you have your fiber, your protein. So basically you have all day you're sitting here cooking. What this shake does right here is actually you put in your water, drink it up, shake it up. This is your full meal for the day.
How many scoops?
Well, you actually have 2 scoops of your healthy meal, 2 scoops of your protein. Put it all together, that's 200 calories. Really small, really packed, right? Really powerful. 200 grams of protein. Protein right here, it's actually 24 grams of protein. And there's 9 grams in the healthy meal. Did you get that down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can I take notes?
You don't want to take notes about the star?
This is important stuff.
Yeah.
This is your nutrition.
And
this is how you guys want to get those amazing results.
How much in the
Take it up for the notes.
So it's 9 grams in the healthy meal, and it's 24 in the protein. You got that, right?
Yeah.
See, I'm taking my notes. So basically, like that's how you make your shake. You can either put it in the blender. It tastes more like a smoothie. I love smoothies, so I use my blender. You put your ice, your 8 ounces of water, your 2 scoops of healthy meal, protein. That's your full meal for the day. Well, excuse me, that's your full meal for the morning. Breakfast is most important, right? Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into the basic plans. If Casey would like to write it down while I stand here and kind of demonstrate on exactly what is the simple plan. And the plan that I started with was actually the 350 plan. I took a chance on myself, like I mentioned in the beginning. So wherever you meet, wherever your pockets are, you take a chance on yourself. If you want a higher plan, you start a little higher. But we do have a plan, basically start at 150. Sorry, Casey. The 150 plan basically gives you, the 150 plan is actually the healthy meal, like I mentioned before, the protein canister. You're also going to get your tea. Yeah.
What does the tea do?
Now the tea is my favorite because I was one of those guys who would work 8 hours, come home, take a nap, then go to the gym. Started my nutrition plan, I actually took the tea in the morning, 2 times a day, and now I have more energy than possible. I can work my full 8 hours, go straight to the gym, and come home and do some more. So this is really important to me. It actually helps with your metabolism, and you can also lose calories. So just by drinking this right here, you're burning calories already. Is that simple?
Yeah.
Well, there's no real number on calories, you know what I mean? As far as, I don't want to say 10, 15, it depends on the darker the tea.
Different individual.
So, this right here is actually the cell activator, the cellulose is actually most important because this actually, the cellulose actually helps with a lot of the excess water weight. Like for myself, I had, like a huge tummy, and it's not a problem with that, but I also had like a lot of toxins in my body from the lifestyle that I used to live before I started my nutrition plan. So basically with this, the cellulose actually helps you flush out a lot of the excess water weight and the toxins that's in your body, and it also helps out with cellulite. So this is mostly important if you're trying to cut down a lot of water weight. So that is the basic standard 150 plan. Now I'm going to jump into the 250 plan. This 250 plan is exactly the same thing, but you're just adding 2 canisters now. So you have the 2 canisters of the healthy meal, 2 canisters of the protein. You're going to add your tea and your cellulose. That's the $250 plan. Now, the $350 plan, like I said, I took a chance on myself. I didn't have the money, so I asked my mom, and she basically loaned me the money, and I paid her back. You know, so you take a chance, you get the money by any means. You buy Jordans, you buy sneakers, so why not buy something that's going to treat your body right? Jordans only can last for a few days or months or whatever. So, now I'm going to get into it. It's basically the same exact as the first 2 plans, but now you're going to add on, you have your 2 healthy meals, your 2 proteins, your cellulose, the tea, the cell activator, which is right here, and the cell activator actually basically opens up your cells for all the proper nutrition that you're putting into your body. So by doing that, you're actually receiving 100% of the nutrition that your body is going to take in. And that's how you get amazing results, and amazing results. So if you feed yourself the improper things, you're going to receive improper body part. So, what else we have? Aloe, excuse me. One of my favorites, the herbal aloe concentrate. It actually works as a digestive cleanse. So if anybody have any digestive issues, this is really good with the tea actually. It tastes really well. You can also mix this in water. I drink it basically throughout the day because it helps soothe the inside. So if anybody had a cut or your mom said, put some aloe on it, and you're like, what you talking about? It actually helps. Aloe vera is one of the top, most important like medicines you can put on your skin. So just imagine if you're putting this on your skin and it's healing your wound, just imagine what it does for your inside. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you're putting this on your cut, imagine what this is going to start working out. Then you start to flush out a lot of the toxins that you put in your body over the years. You can also customize your plan, you know, due to your expenses, your pockets. But Casey is actually going to go into explaining more about the 24 sport line. Do we have any athletes in here? Yeah. Okay, so Casey's going to break it down for you guys really quick.
Real quick, before we do that, I'm just curious. Has anybody gotten a health result from the... Yeah. Okay, let's go. Chris. Oh.
My name is Chris. I was that guy in the driver's seat, sedentary lifestyle, overweight, out of shape. The only thing I knew that was gym was my coworker, Jim. My situation was I was having chest pains from the diet that I had been eating my entire life. My lower back had injured itself, and I was re-injuring it every 3 years, so I needed to change. And I'm so glad that Walter introduced me to these products because it changed my life. Like a robot, I just started using the products, followed the meal plan, lost 12 pounds my first month, just felt amazing. The most important thing, though, wasn't the pounds lost that I felt first. It was more teeth in the mirror when I smiled a day and a half later. Because my brain was getting the nutrition it needed, and I felt great.
So what exactly did you use?
I started off on the basic plan, and being a student and part-time limo driver, I wasn't able to afford the 350 and the 250, so I got the 150.
Yeah, just the tea, the aloe, or not the tea, the aloe, the cellulose, not the aloe.
Aloe's really good though. Tea and out. Healthy meal, protein drink mix, 2 scoops in the blender. Tastes great. Fills you up. 3 hours later, lean protein snack. 3 hours later, shake. 3 hours later, dinner. Healthy meal.
And on those products, you lost a total of
Total, yeah, 83 pounds in 11 months.
So as you can see, you started with the basic plan and look how much weight you lost. Obviously, all of us are athletes. Do we have any like college athletes, high school athletes who was actually on the 24 line or got a result just off the product? Can you raise your hand, Lawrence? Come on up, baby, share you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Lauren. I've been a coach on the team for 3 months. I started my nutrition program. I lost 22 pounds and 10% core fat in my first month. In my second month, I got really excited. Was like, yo, I want more stuff. I want to see more results. So I started taking Rebuild Strength. If you're not taking Rebuild Strength, you need to get it. So now I put on 9.5 pounds of lean muscle. These products work, people.
And what else? Is that the only thing you took off 24 lines?
I know you got something else.
I tried Prepare.
Okay.
Yeah, Prepare is good. Rebuild. I actually ordered Herbalife line, and I just started that. I'm already seeing amazing results, and these products work, people.
Great. So, like Warren said, he got some amazing results off the 24 line. This here is our Rebuild Strength, and Rebuild. This is one of my favorite products on the line. Rebuild, it restores your muscles. You break when you lift weights, you're tearing your muscles down. So the Rebuild restores it like right away, super fast, almost instantly. So you can go back and tear it down the next time. That's building you right back up. So that's why it's great to have pre-milk. You take, it's 2 scoops. The scooper's in here. You just have, it's in here. You just have to find it. 2 scoops of the Rebuild and 8 ounces of water. Drink this within 30 minutes of your workout. Very important, within 30 minutes of your workout. Your Prepare. Your Prepare helps you, basically, I look at it as after I'm on my last set and I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Prepare kicks in and says, get her done. Prepare does. And it's 2 scoops and 16 ounces of water. Scooper's in there, just gotta find it. Okay, and just real briefly, we want to go back over and break down the cost per day. Your 350 pen is a breakdown of $11 a day, and half the people in here spend more than that on a meal, eating out. This the 250 breaks down to an average of $8 a day, and the 150 breaks down to $5 a day. Very, very simple, very, very affordable, and you're saving way, way, way more money than you're actually currently spending right now. And now I want to get into how you can make extra money. So, right? Everyone wants to So make sure you guys take notes on this. And it's very, very simple. You know, we love to keep things very simple. And Dulla is going to tell you how to do this.
I'm going to give you guys the next action steps, actually. So, you want to learn how to tell we make money? We're not going to do that. We have some amazing coaches on the team who's actually going to walk you through that and let you know exactly how to work the market plan, how to sign up as a coach, what you heard already with the $69. They're going to basically break it down for you and let you know how to move up. Because if you all want to become coaches, you all want to move up, right? You don't want to stay in the same place, right? Yeah. Right. So we have an amazing coach, Hasaan, Ali Hasaan, and Nicole Lankin.
Yo, how's everybody feeling today?
Great.
Good. My name is Ali, and this is Nicole, and she's gonna get us started.
Awesome. How you guys feeling?
Great.
You guys like the product so far?
Yes.
I want to take any questions you guys have. on any of the products. How you guys feeling?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Anything? Yeah.
What's the difference between the activator and the cellulose again?
That's a good question. So cellulose is about cutting your water weight and getting rid of excess water that your body does not need, helping to firm your skin, and also getting rid of cellulite. So it kind of helps with that lean feeling in your entire stomach. Cell activator is what's literally activating the cells in your body to receive more nutrition. So the reason why we get powerful results is also because you start receiving more nutrition from the food that you eat as well. So your body is like reactivated. So it's awesome.
Wow.
Any other questions?
How much protein is in the rebuild?
Rebuild, 24 grams, I believe. Yes, Abigail.
Am I only drinking shakes all day?
No, you're not just drinking shakes all day. So what we explain in the whole introduction is about how we teach everyone a balanced diet. So having shakes and also eating lean foods throughout the day. So Lauren actually touched on it, how, or Batley, or someone was touching on how we have a shake for breakfast and 3 hours later having a protein-based snack. 3 hours later you're having lunch. 3 hours later another protein-based snack, and then 3 hours later a dinner. So you're actually eating 5 times a day. I eat more like 5 or 6 times a day because once you start shedding fat, your body needs more fuel. You'll start to feel yourself, you're more hungry. So you need to eat more. So your snacks probably won't end up being like little snacks anymore. You'll be having almost mini meals all day long. So how I eat, I actually eat 6 times a day, and I have 2 shakes. Shake every single morning waking up, and then you can choose when you have your second shake, either for lunch or for dinner. Completely your choice. So these things, like those, just these concepts, and it's great that you guys are asking questions. I really want to make this interactive too as Ali and I talk, so feel free to raise your hand, and I promise you, like, we'll call on you when it inserts grade in what we're talking about, so this is great. This is like the foundation of everything that we do. If you do not fall in love with the products and you get your own result, no, there's really no way that you'll impact a lot of people. So this is the most important thing to get. You know, step 1, getting on your nutrition plan. And what's really cool to know is you don't have to wait until you have a complete before and after photo to start helping other people. You actually can start day 1. Because day 1, the tea gives you what? Energy. Perfect. So energy, you guys can share that. That was cool. You guys can share that with people. You're going to start waking up differently. Some people experience waking up before their alarm. You know what I mean? Just you're having more wake time during your whole entire year. And if you can't, like how early you're waking up, and a lot of us end up going to bed a lot later because we're so excited about what we're doing, and then we get up early and we do it all over again. It's not like that normal job grind. You know, who has a job in here? Raise your hand. Okay, there's no problem with that. That's actually great because your stories are powerful. Because you're going to start doing this and getting results and helping other people around your job. And then imagine the income taking over as a health coach on this team, and you can quit your job if you don't like it. Or to where you don't have to teach till retirement. You know, so we're really teaching a long time thing. And we're going to go over how to just effectively and just in an exciting way build a client base and move up the marketing plan. So what the marketing plan is how we get paid. So there's positions that we have in the marketing plan that your effort and what you put in, like you guys determine your pay. Okay, these little pins that you see us wearing and things like that, Ollie's going to get into a little bit about what that means and what that is, but it just determines our position, and the more impact that you make, the more results that you get, the more products that you use, what will happen is you'll start to create more income and more clients, and more income and more clients. So who's excited to build a client base? Yeah! Great. So step 1 is obviously getting on your very own nutrition plan, right? So we've gotten amazing results, and Ali and I have taken that step. We took that, we're going to like pretty much go back to the beginning. Like our energy right now, we're going to go back to the beginning and think about, okay, so when we started, what did we do? How did we start creating that client base? Ali's going to share his story. He, he's been a close friend of Style for a long time, and he's been a part of this team for a long time, and I know he took action in the beginning, and he's an amazing coach of the team. Give it up for Ali.
Yeah, my name is Ali. I've been a coach on the team for 21 months now. 21 months. Time is flying. So, when I got started, I wasn't really looking for anything, but Herbalife found me, I can say. I went to the workout with Style, and immediately got started on the nutrition program. Being that I used to work out 5-6 times a week but not get any results. Is anybody in here having that problem? Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, I'm not alone. All right, so that was my issue. I didn't know anything about nutrition, right? But when I got started on my nutrition program, 2 months in, I lost 20 pounds and cut 12% body fat. And what that done for me, like during that period of time, I became a coach instantly. I was like, I'm losing weight, I'm feeling good, I can help other people. So I immediately got started health coaching, and the first month when I became a health coach, I made $82. I was happy with that because that was extra gas money, right? My background was in a lot of things. I was a barber. Well, I still cut hair part-time now, though. I was a softball coach. I was doing some training sessions. I was doing all these things I was kind of trying to figure out, and then I found Herbalife. So what that has done for me is I see like a bigger vision now. Like it's like, okay, I found something that I love, that I'm passionate about, that I want to take on. So last month, Herbalife paid me, well, I made an extra $1,600. Nice. What that means to me is it's just like I'm creating my lifestyle. You know, I can get up whenever I want to, go work out, you know, help people. That's what we do. We get products and we help people. And I'm not the only one with amazing health stories and health results. Nicole, I believe we touched her story, but if you guys want to hear it again, Nicole is phenomenal. She's amazing on the team. When I came in, we were kind of in around the same time. She kind of took off and left me, though. She didn't leave me, but, I mean, she got the vision. She had a vision. I didn't have time at the time, you know, but whatever space you're in right now, the time is right now. Nicole, she got it. She went to training. She plugged in. And she's been a phenomenal leader on the team. I look up to her. She helps me when I need it. And that's one thing that's great about the Get Uncomfortable squad. We help each other even if we're not in the same line. You know, even if it's sideline, this is a family. We work together. So give it up for Nicole. Yeah.
So you guys heard my story earlier. I lost 15 pounds and wasn't even looking to lose weight. Realized none of my jeans fit anymore, and that was really powerful, just being an athlete my entire life and realizing that nutrition plays such a huge part. You know, like I really truly have felt 80% nutrition and only 20% fitness gives you amazing results. And the greatest thing is that nutrition can last forever. So that was, you know, a powerful choice that I made, was to start my plan. You know, it was kind of rocky in the beginning. I didn't get it right away. I wasn't like, you know, I had my times. You know, I was on the products and going to Fit Club for a long time before I started as a coach. You know what I mean? And once I did start as a coach, after I saw a training just like this. And what happened is I took massive action right away. So it seems like I took off right away because that's when people just saw. They didn't kind of see all the before stuff. I was figuring it out. I thought I had my job and my career set. I was traveling as a Chrysler spokesmodel, traveling the world. Thought I was set, but, you know, reality sunk in when I was, you know, no, I was not getting recognized for the amazing things that I was doing. I was getting yelled at from my boss by little things like lip gloss and things that just did not even matter, and it was very frustrating. So being around this team, it was like, wow, we have something really powerful. People get recognized for what they do. You make a lot of income. You get to travel the world. And the effort that you put in on this team, you get rewarded for it. And you can help other people do it too. You're not just by yourself. It's not just about me. Like, it's about the people that I'm helping. So what happened was I was, you know, out traveling. And when I was here in LA, I was here full time. But I was traveling so much, I was missing the trainings, but what was happening was I was getting clients all over the world. I'd be in Atlanta, Hawaii, you know, Colorado, New York, and I was getting clients. And I was like, this is really cool. The power to get clients anywhere and make income anywhere. Does anyone want to make income every single day? Like, so no matter what, you have the power to put an effort to get someone on their plan and make money right away. So I love the idea of that. And, you know, then I saw a big training. Like after 5 months, I have an amazing client base. I think I had maybe 20 or 30 people started in LA and all over the world. And I was like, I got this. It was still a side thing. And then I saw a big Herbalife training. We have one every single month. And I went and I saw the big vision and the opportunity of this team. And I took it on completely full force. Like, sacrificing everything to be here and to grow as a person, as a leader, and that's why it's a full-time income and the impact is where it's at. The most important thing, though, is taking that first massive action And because I posted on Facebook that I was getting in the best shape of my life, it's why people wrote me and they saw what I was doing. And if I could give you one tip, and you can write this down, get on the phone. Like, get on the phone today. And if you're thinking of people that you can help, write their names down. Like, go ahead and write 5 names down right now with the people that you are already thinking of helping. Okay, if you only think of 2, no problem. If you only think of 1, no problem. But think of at least one person that you're thinking about, and today, just get on the phone. And throughout this entire journey, what you want to do is you want to focus on just the energy that you're feeling and what you have to share. You have something to share today. You get to share your experience about this. Maybe it's my story that touched you. Maybe it's Styles. Maybe it's Ali's. Maybe it's Cynthia's that was up here. Dulla's. It could be any of these stories, and share what you've heard and express to that person what you're up to, getting in the best shape of your life. And you never know who wants to join you too. So that's what I did, and that's where the $600 came from in 2 weeks. Because what happens is you get paid in 2 different ways as a coach. So the first, you can write on your piece of paper. So let's see. Here's you as a coach. You get paid in 2 ways. So number 1 is you get paid from your client base. All right? You make this today, forever, for the rest of your life as a coach on this team. So you actually, we're going to go into this, but you actually start at a discount, which is your profit. So everyone in here starts at a 25% discount in profit. So when someone pays you, so say, let's just, usually you saw the different ranges of plan numbers, but just for the sake of numbers, let's say that Ali pays me $100. Okay, this goes in my bank. Then I go on my Herbalife site. Who has their coach of the team Herbalife site in the room? Cool. You guys go on your site and you start out with a 25% discount. So you go on your site and you order and you pay for it. But you didn't pay $100. What did you pay? $75. You paid $75. So you made instant $15. And I mean, why did I say $25? So what happens is you know, you are making that instant profit every day, and as you make more impact and you help more people, you move up. So with your client base, you're making anywhere between what am I thinking of? 25 and 50% profit on your nutrition, on like helping other people, right? So you're making that client base. I make anywhere between $200 and $3,000 a month from my client base, just from that. Again, it's the effort that you put into it. The second way that you get paid as a coach on the team is from your teaching and training role. So you're going to see later on, but you're moving from a 25% all the way up to a 50% discount on your site, which is your profit. So then, once you hit this 50%, and even when you're making your journey, because you're going to meet people who want to be a coach just like you. It just happens. Like, you'll know. They're like, wow, I really want to make that impact too. I want to start. So if you teach and train them to do what you're doing, now you're making an even larger impact. Because it's not just you helping people. It's someone else helping people. So then you start getting paid here. And what happens is you get paid directly from Herbalife when you start teaching and training other people. So when you're hearing like the $2,000, $3,000 and up in those sort of incomes, it's because you're teaching and training other people to do the same thing, and you simultaneously, you're doing the same thing. Does that make sense? Yes. Awesome. So now, I really want you guys to, you're starting a new, fresh thing on your piece of paper. I want you to start thinking big. Start thinking big. So think about the resources that you have. Think about, so what I'm saying this because you're going to start reaching out to family and friends. That's a done deal. Okay, I called my mom probably for 3 months before she started her own plan. So no matter what, stay on your plan and just keep sharing because you never know what can happen. You know, bringing your family and your friends into this is going to be powerful. And for some of you, they're going to start right away. And for some of you, it's going to take a little while for your family and your closest friends to start. And it's okay. You just keep setting that example. So think big, okay, not just family and friends. Think about the church that you go to, the people that you know there. Think about maybe past sports teams that you were a part of. Think about that. Think about where you work. You have a lot of coworkers and people like that you can reach out to. What are some other ideas of resources that you guys have? I want to get a couple shares. Neighbors, your neighborhood. Church.
Apartment building.
Apartment buildings. Maybe you're a part of a big apartment complex where you can build relationships with people and share with them what you're doing, where you're button, things like that.
Just talking to people throughout your day, wherever you go.
Talking to people throughout your day, wherever you go. You guys are being the brand, and we're going to touch into that too.
The gym.
The gym. Who goes to the gym?
Yeah.
That is a huge resource, right? We create a healthy, active lifestyle, and what better place to meet people than at the gym because they're already living that lifestyle. Awesome. Elle.
Social media.
Social media. Yes, we're going to get into that too. That's a great point. Social media, Facebook.
Grocery store.
Grocery store. Get those people in the vegetable place, right? Awesome. Treasure.
School.
School. Who goes to school? School. Okay, sitting in your classroom, maybe purposefully having something sit on your desk, and they're like, "What's that?" You know, like I don't know. That would be actually funny. Have fun with it. Any other resources?
Parks.
Parks. So going to parks, talking to people who are working out, walking around, making conversation. Facebook. That ties in with social media.
Book club.
A book club. You go to a book club? I love that. Awesome. So make a list of your resources, and you guys think big. You can set up things where you do a whole shake party for people. You know, do a grand opening shake party. Let your whole neighborhood know that you're a part of Herbalife and you're a health coach, and have a shake party. There's no right or wrong way. Like just do it. Like just think of awesome creative things and just try stuff and get yourself out there. Now, before we go into you know, how we're reaching out to our client base and things like that, it's really important to know that we create sort of like it's like a constant circular motion about how we build our client base, and it's something I've been doing for 1.5 years now. So what happens is we have our online community and we have our local community. So local, I mean the healthy active lifestyle events that we're going to, these trainings, you know, the people that you're around locally. You have, you know, you guys are affecting people here, and then you have your online community. So people that are on Facebook and social media, and maybe you're a part of like meetup.com or, you know, other sites that you're a part of. And what happens is no matter what, you have your local community and your online community that is plugged into us, the hub, the Get Uncomfortable Squad, us. So no matter what, you're plugging them into these trainings, the healthy active lifestyle events, all the fit clubs that we have going on. You can, you know, you can create your very own fit club. If you guys are like, you know what, I'm free every single Wednesday morning. Let's go to the park and let's invite people, and it's something that you can commit to. We do have a nutrition center for you to plug into. Bring them back. Introduce them to Herbalife. You know, we're also going to create a whole nother space where this team, we have our own, you know, space where we have a place to work out, you know, under a roof and make shakes and hang out and be on the computer and be with each other. We also have Ustream. We're Ustreaming right now for people that are out of state. We have a lot of the team that is out of state, and they're like watching live right now. And these are recorded so that people can watch them too. So no matter what, you have all of your communities tied into the hub, which is here. You guys cool with that? Yes. Awesome. Now Ali, I'm so excited for Ali. He's going to go into all of those resources that you mentioned. He's going to go in like detail about how we create a client base from all of those resources that we talked about. Okay. Take it away.
Okay, great. Are you guys getting good notes?
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is very important because this is like how we build our business. You know, if you want to get these, you hear these higher incomes, if you want to do this, if you want to make that amount of money or whatever goal you have, this is it. We're giving you the tools to success. So make sure we're getting good notes, and I hope everybody gets something good out of this. So we're going to start with social media.
Who has Facebook? It's big time.
All right. Social media, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media you use. I know some people are not good at social media, but I'll get into that as well, okay? But with social media, a lot of times what we do is we document our life. You know, so with Herbalife, this is a lifestyle, right? All you have to do is incorporate your Herbalife style with the documentation of your life over social media. Okay, so posting pictures daily, maybe workout, posting pictures of your shakes, positive messages, because you know we're always working on a 100% mindset. That's very powerful. So if you wake up and you write a quote and you post it to Facebook, that's great. Somebody is watching you. And since you're documenting your life, they're seeing that you're taking these shakes and all this stuff. Even though they might not jump right away, eventually they'll get the courage enough to ask you. Or if they keep liking your statuses and keep commenting, you take the initiative to go ask them, hey, how you doing? You know, this is what I'm up to, and things like that. So get to know your clients. Social media is big, right? But it's very consistent. You have to be consistent on social media. You can't just post one shake today and then tomorrow you post some junk food. It's not building your business. It's not proper. right? So if you really want to succeed and you want to build your business, incorporate this lifestyle within your social media, okay? And then we're going to go into face-to-face. Sorry, it's a marker. Face-to-face. Okay? Now, what face-to-face is going up and meeting somebody, just talking to them. You know, we do a lot of building relationships here, right? So it's not really about, oh, I'm trying to sell some products. No, it's about building relationships, making a new friend. All right, face-to-face is key because everybody is not good on social media. You know, I know we have different age ranges, and, you know, some people are just not internet savvy yet. Okay, it's about time to get it if you're not there yet. But, I mean, there's other ways to build your business. And before the social media and all that, Herbalife's been around for 33 years, so they were doing a lot of face-to-face invites, plugging them into what we have right here. Saturday trainings, workouts, all that stuff is free. You just got to plug them in. Okay, so face-to-face is actually key. It never gets old. You can meet somebody like you guys yelled out, grocery store, parks, in the gym. That's face-to-face. But just go in with the intention of creating a new relationship and not making a sale.
Yes.
Okay? Branding. Now, as you guys see, some of the coaches here, they're branded, you know, or even in their gym attire. Branding, Herbalife 24, they wear their button. We get that stuff branded, okay? So it's only like $5, $10. You can take the workout clothes you have or the clothes you already have, get with the coach or with the coach who invited you down to get a little bit more information on that. But you take it and you get branded. You got to be, we're products of the product, so we have to live that lifestyle and we have to be the brand, right? So branding is very important because for somebody who's not like into face-to-face like how I was for a long time, I wasn't really into face-to-face. So I needed an attention grabber. Right? So branding, you know, the 24 is cool. You can wear that across your chest. The button, we all have one. I don't have mine on today. But lose weight, asking me how, earn your worth. Those are attention grabbers. Right? So now people are attracted to you and they're asking you questions. And you don't have no choice but to say something. Right? And all we do is we share our story. We've shared a lot of stories up here today. That's what we do. We share our stories and we invite them in this healthy, active lifestyle movement. Okay? So branding is very important. If you're really full-time in the business, you want to be branded every day. Like, if I'm not branded, I feel naked when I walk out the house. Yep. All right? Like, really, like, you got to go, even if it's just a button, throw the button on. Put on something that represents what we're doing in this lifestyle, okay? And then healthy, active lifestyle. Healthy, active lifestyle. Sorry. Lifestyle. All right, so healthy, active lifestyle. That's what we, today, healthy, active lifestyle, going to workouts. You know, I've touched on it before, but that's very powerful in building your business because when you bring people to these workouts and they're working out with 100 people like TGIM, motivating people, inspiring people, they want to come back. They've never experienced this, right? There's a difference in living a lifestyle and just going to the gym by yourself, right? You're not really impacting nobody, right? But if you want to build your business and you're happy to just share what we have, the gift that we have, you have to bring people into this lifestyle. All right, so keep that in mind. The workouts are not, as a coach, it's not always for us. Okay, yeah, we're getting our results, but we want our clients to get the same results that we got. So make sure we show up for them in building the lifestyle. And then, last but not least, best version of you. Okay, the best version of you. This is very important to me. Write it down big. Best version of me. Best version of you. Okay? This is very important because when we're going out here, we have to be the best version of us. It's just that simple. We have to smile a lot more. We have to be happy with life. We have to celebrate our accomplishments, whether it's 1 pound, 2 pounds, an extra $100, an extra $2. You know, but be happy where you're at. That's okay. You know, we do a lot of personal development here. We do a lot of 100% mindset. You're going to hear that a lot in the Get Uncomfortable Squad. All right, the 100% mindset, that creates the best version of us. All right, so when you do personal development, that person that cuts you off in the middle of the day and you want to, I don't know, get mad, cuss them out, throw your drink, whatever you want to do in a car, you know, throw a tantrum, it's unnecessary. It's really unnecessary, but that takes work. All right, 100% mindset is a muscle. So being the best version of you, just knowing I want to be better than I was yesterday. All right, so take real good point of that. Every day I wake up, I want to be better than I was yesterday. And what that creates is, you know, with the social media, the face-to-face, the branding, the healthy, active lifestyle, when you're posting on social media, you're posting more positive energy. And what we put out into the universe is what we get. So being the best version of me is very important to me because if you're a negative person, sorry to say, you're going to attract negative energy. Can we agree with that?
Yes.
All right, so what we like to say is if you change your mindset, you change your life. All right, so if you change your mindset, you change your life. All right, so being the best version of you every single day, everything else, done deal. You guys will have success. Did we get anything good from that? Yeah. All right, cool. So I'm going to take that and pass that back to Nicole, and she's going to go more in depth of the marketing plan. Okay, so she already talked about how we got paid, but she's going to go into the pin changes and things like that.
Cool. Give it up for Ali. So, who's ready to be the best version of themselves? Okay, cool.
Really quick,
yeah.
While you write that down. I missed one quick step, sorry. Pin changes. She's going into the pin changes, but you guys see a lot of us wearing these pins. She's at Get Team, I'm at World Team. You see a lot of coaches, you know, they got different pins, right? And that represents the community, the lifestyle that we're building. Okay, we're affecting a lot of people. And Herbalife steps in and they give you rewards all the time. It's not just pins and certificates, you know, celebrations, end of the month. The pin changes, they matter. Okay, so she's going to go into step by step in the marketing plan. But these pin changes, they represent a lot. My pin means to me is where I was 21 months ago and where I am now. All the people and the lives that I've touched. Okay, so... And then now I'm able to pay it forward, and I have team members on my team that are doing the same thing. That's what this is about. This is about creating a healthy, active lifestyle, and it's a movement. Get Uncomfortable Squad is one family and one unit, and we want to affect as many people as possible. We want to change as many people's lives. So that's what this pin change means. Okay, so she's going to go into that. Sorry.
So Ali has just broken down for you guys. I hope you guys realize that. The number one thing that we focus on is making the impact. And what happens is the more impact that you make, and just by being a little bit better person or making a little bit more impact every day, you start to move up in the marketing plan. It's what happens. And the more that you are consistent by being with this team, coming to trainings, coming to the events, even if you don't have any friends or family or guests down at all, like you're learning something new to be better the next day. And the more that you do that, then guess what? And next month you guys are up here training. You guys have something to say like Ali. So you guys make this happen. You guys are up here sharing and even making more of an impact. So where we start is a distributor. So you register, you're $69, you're set, you start creating that impact, helping other people, and you're starting at 25%. So then what happens is you actually get your very first promotion very, very quickly. Some people will do it in one day. Some people will do it in 2 weeks or a month. It just depends on the effort that you put in. And what happens is by you doing everything that Ali was talking about, and you're sharing and you're talking about what you're doing, and obviously getting in the best shape of your life always, you this is like your own order, let's say +3 on average. So helping 3 people, and you move to 35%, which is senior consultant. So the more impact you make, the more profit that you make, because you're actually going to move up even further from here. This is just the first step, helping you +3. So I would love to recognize anyone that has hit senior consultant in the last 30 days. Raise your hand if you've hit senior consultant in the last 30 days. They have taken the first steps out of their own plan, so I want you to share your name, your results so far, and how many people and how you got to senior consultant.
Ladies first.
Okay. Hey everybody, my name is Lauren. I got to senior consultant by just
talking to a couple of friends, and my mom she really wants to lose weight, so I helped her out.
And what have your results been so far?
I've lost 20 pounds, and I joined.
Hi everybody, my name is Theo. Nice to meet you guys. Actually, I was on surgery. I was laid up in bed for like about a month and a half, almost 2 months. Couldn't do anything, just sleep and eat. That's all I did. I went all the way up to I think 21% body fat. My girl was telling me I had lonjas, so if you guys speak Spanish, she knows what that means. I'm I've never had fat on the side, never. And for the first time, I was almost at 150. Didn't feel good, didn't feel healthy. I got brought down to one of the Tuesdays beach workouts, and it beat me bad. But I ended up getting on my nutrition plan, went back the following Sunday, and I knocked out the entire thing, and I felt great. I went from 20% body fat to today. I weighed myself the other day. I'm at, I think, 14% body fat. I went down to I was burning calories at 31-year-old. I'm only 25, and burning calories at 31 really kind of shocked me. And now that's even down to 14-year-old. So
Cool. So who is going for senior consultant this month? Raise your hand. Awesome. So, I know this is the most important part. This is where you make your initial profit and you really see, wow, this works. And you also create a strong belief in what you're doing. Because when you have other people that believe what you're doing and they start as well, that's powerful. Because then you have that to carry with you the whole way, forever. And something that you guys should know too is there's even some people that they order 2 months worth of product at once and they get the order at a 35%. So, that is also possible too if you guys are looking to save a little bit of money on your own products. But no matter what, there's always the next step, which is what? Qualified producer. So, qualified producer. By the way, are you guys all writing this down?
Yes.
Perfect.
That's good stuff.
The reason why I asked is because lots of us don't even really get this when we first hear it. You want to hear this over and over and over again and look at it and know what you're doing, and also don't forget that you're operating from passion and from energy. So a lot of people just share and share and share, and they're like, "Wow, I'm at 42," and they don't realize what happened. So for those of you that this is important to know, awesome. For those of you that really operate from energy and passion, cool. It's just good to know, so you know where you're at, and so that you can teach other people. And also practice writing this. I'm writing it exactly how you can just write it on a piece of paper or write it on a napkin when you're, out at a restaurant or whatever you guys want. So, and what this is what this got you was 500 volume points in 1 month. So 1 calendar month, 500 volume points. A volume point is Herbalife currency. So it's roughly $1 because we're in 89 countries. So you can kind of write roughly $1. So, and the 500 volume points has to happen in 1 calendar month. So for those of you that are going for 35% this month, you want to hit the 500 volume points by midnight, July 31st. So the end of this month. And if you have new people that sign up next month, they hit 500 volume points in the month of August, and they're senior consultant. So with qualified producer, it's 2,500 volume points within a 1 to 3 month period. So just to kind of keep it in these just so you can kind of see it tangibly, this is I want to say about 12 clients. So about 12 people. And I want you to know that it happens quickly because you reach out to people, and then don't forget about referrals. Don't forget about asking people that started from you hitting senior consultant, and then ask them who's noticing. Referrals are powerful. Who really has gotten a lot of referrals from their client base? Okay, cool. So that's really neat too, and it's about 12 clients. And there's also a temporary way that you can do it. If you do 1,000 volume points in one order, you get the order at this 42. It's called a success builder. So this is powerful for people who throw a big shake party and they get all these orders in and they put in one big order, or if you have a big family and friends and neighbors that you just you want to order from and you want to share the plans with people, that's a really cool thing. So you actually get that whole order at 42%. And then if you by the next month, if you don't hit 2,500, then you're back at 35. And then as soon as you hit 2,500, you're at a permanent qualified producer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. And if it doesn't, all the way, it's okay. So I want to recognize has anyone, well, first off, stand up if you are a qualified producer. Stand up. If you've been qualified producer in the last 30 days, please come up. Last 30 days. All right. So same thing, share your name, share how long you've been on the team, your results, and how you got to qualified producer.
How you guys doing? My name is Jared. I've been a coach on the team for 3 months now. First off, my results. The reason I definitely joined Herbalife, I actually walked up to my upline, my coach, my mentor, Lauren. I was in the gym 6 days a week, sometimes 7, 2-3 hours a day. Just, a lot of free time. What happened was I seen he had all these teas and shakes and stuff, and he was just like always running around like, do I have so much energy? I'm like, okay. I'm like, look, why? And he's like, then he kind of broke it down to me. So I was like, okay, I'm interested. I want to see what it was. So what I did, I just got on just to see a result. And my first 2 months, actually, I got my evaluation. I was at 17% body fat. I dropped that down now to 8.5. Wow. After that, I wasn't really looking to lose weight, but I dropped the extra. I was from 195 down to 185. Doesn't look like it, but it happened. So the way I got to qualified producer, basically, like they said, plugging in, going to meet people face to face, social media. Another big thing, which I guess kind of is illegal. I work at UPS as a supervisor, so I'm in the office all day. And I manage all the drivers that you see running around. So if they actually messed up your deliveries, I'm sorry. But a lot of them, they came up to me because they seen what I put on the counter or on my desk. I had my rebuild strength, my T, anything that I was taking at the time to get my results. So they're like, what's this? I was like, okay, I'll explain it. So a lot of times every day for about 3 weeks, they just came in and they all sat down after they were off the clock, done with work. They're like, okay, look, I want to lose this. I don't feel healthy. We wake up at 6 in the morning every day. We got to work, 12 hours here. And I eat bad. I eat tons of fast food because I'm going to go. I was like, all right, well, let's talk about your meal plan, what's your goals. And from one person, because a lot of them are actually nervous about spending money on something they didn't know about, one person, one of my supervisors, he actually took the step and got on his nutrition plan. They saw his results. He lost 12 pounds in 2 weeks. Wow. So pretty much from there on, it was like a snowball effect. Every driver started coming in, even guys from other centers, like, are you that Herbalife coach? Everybody's talking about getting everybody in shape, trying to look like you. I'm like me. I'm like, I'm not even comfortable with myself yet. But just to see their results and actually help them is what really inspired me, and that's what gave me the the passion and my effort to actually get to where I want to be. So that's how I got it.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Great.
I know we up here early in the morning, a little sleepy, but everybody, my name is Jacob Mark. I've been on my nutrition plan for 2 months. Thanks to this guy right here. Let us do it, man. But yeah, so I was a college athlete. I tore 2 Achilles. And after my 2 Achilles, I gained a lot of weight, so I wasn't very coachable. I was very prideful. I used to go to the gym 5 days a week, but I just kept coming to him getting haircuts, and I wasn't getting the results I deserved. So he was telling me I wasn't getting my results because I was working out real hard. So he invited me to work out. I hopped on my nutrition program. The first 35 days, I went down from 18% body fat to 9% body fat, and I finally got the abs that I wanted. And the way I got to qualified producer is I just everybody started seeing my results, social media, everything. And my one main thing I really got from it was I got my sister on the program, and she just had a baby, and she was she didn't have her confidence and everything, so she lost 10 pounds the first 2 weeks, and I got that call, and then I almost cried because I'm like, that's my sister. So, and then that just gave me the motivation to really step in it, to be a health coach, and just to start getting everybody else healthy, and that's how I did it.
All right. So who's excited to get to qualified producer? Right? Cool. Now, what's the next step?
Yeah.
So I'm going to make 50%. And on your piece of paper, I want you to write supervisor. Star it, circle it, remember it, look at it every morning, and get there. So supervisor is you've worked all the way from 25 to 50%. So what that means, you've hit these two, and you've obviously made a great impact in your family, your friends, on social media, meeting people. We see your face at trainings, we see your face at fit clubs. You're a part of us. You're going as a leader. We're going to get you in front of the room. Like, getting a supervisor, you're gaining a lot of skills that is going to last forever. Okay, you're being the best version of yourself, and you're just blogging your lifestyle and you're sharing with other people. So who knows how to get to supervisor? Cool. How do you get there? Tell me.
There's a couple different ways.
Give me one. Give me one.
You can do 4,000 body points in 1 calendar month.
Awesome. So 4,000 volume points. Man, this pen. In 1 calendar month. So this happens with major impact, like you have your sights on these, and you end up making so much impact and sharing with so many people and posting and just talking more and maybe getting referrals, anything like that, and you happen to have an amazing month and you hit 4,000 volume points in 1 month, you're a supervisor. I've seen it done a million times. Has anyone in here done it that way? Raise your hand. Okay. The most common way is what? What's the second way?
The second way is in 2 to 12 months, you do a cumulative of 5,000 body points.
So 5,000 volume points, accumulative in 2 to 12 months. So it all adds up. So 5,000 volume points in 2 to 12 months. I personally did it in about 2 months, and I hit supervisor. What about you?
I did it in 6 months.
So the effort and things that you're doing and just your focus, you guys. I think it comes down to belief and then just focusing on your goals. So whatever you guys want to focus on for this month and next month, go for it. And then I'll just explain the third way. The third way is called a buddy system. So you guys can go into more detail about this with your coach. But really, if you have someone who's just pumped up to join you on this team and be a coach with you, they register as a coach on your team, and now you guys can actually help each other and go with each other to get to supervisor. So what that kind of looks like is, say you start as a coach and you have your friend, let's say Brittany, start as a coach. Together in 1 calendar month, you can do a total of 5,000 volume points together. Okay? In 1 month. And every person that you add on, so say now this person's like, wow, I have this cousin and he's fired up and he wants to join too. You guys accumulative together do another additional 1,000 volume points. And the line can go forever. You just add another 1,000 as you go down. And it can be divvied up in any way as long as each person has at least 1,000 volume points. Is anyone in here a part of a buddy line? Yeah. Cool. And I know Ali had like 4, right? It was Greg and Lauren and Lulu, and she's not here, but it was 4 people, and they all did it. They got together as a team and they said, we're going to do this. And they committed and they made it happen, I tried to do a buddy line at the beginning, and I had my friend, he was a personal trainer. I'm like, let's go. And I think he maybe got here, but he just wasn't in it, and I was like, no problem, I got this. And I just went. So have a plan, have a backup plan, and just go. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Cool. So I want everyone to stand up if you are a supervisor. Look at all these supervisors, you guys. Clap it up. Awesome. And come on up if you've been supervisor in the last 30 days. Come on up. Clap it up, you guys. how long you've been on the team, your results in the products, and how you got to supervisor.
Okay, I'm Carissa. Hi, everybody. I started my plan May 21st, and I hit supervisor in 6 weeks. That's with 4 other jobs. So if I can do it, you guys can definitely do it. I did the 4,000 volume points in 1 month. All right. So, yeah.
What have your results been so far?
I've kind of maintained a little bit. I started, and first 5 days of being on product, I lost 2% body fat, gained 3% lean muscle, and I lost an inch around my waist. And since then, I've got abs now. I went from just being like solid to now there's like definition. So that was probably my most exciting accomplishment. But yeah.
Yeah, it shows her picture. You can see the big difference. It's awesome. All right, clap it up, clap it up.
Hi everybody, my name is Eileen, and I started on my nutrition plan on May 1st. And when I started, I had 33% body fat, which I was in the gym every day, so I was totally shocked. And as well, I was diabetic, and I was like always chasing my sugar number, like, you know, trying to bring it down all the way from waking up in the morning. So here I am today. I am down to 18% body fat. I lost a total of 12 pounds, and more importantly, I saw my doctor yesterday, and my sugar is that of a normal person. So
Hi everybody, my name is Chris. I started my nutrition plan started in February, and my first 3 months I actually lost 30 pounds, so that was pretty exciting.
Wow.
I went on to lose another, I went on actually to put on 20 pounds of lean mass, and just sharing my excitement, I was able to make money part-time while going to school full-time and working full-time. I hit supervisor within, actually this month, which is now my 6th month, and I'm just really excited to share it with the world now.
Awesome. So who's fired up about supervisor? Now, there's a lot of different promotions and things like that afterwards based on the people that you teach and you train. So with here, you're making that client base profit every single day when you help people, and then as you start to teach and train other people to do this as well and get in the best shape of their life and be the best version of themselves, then that's when you start, creating such a large impact that you are making income. And it goes from part-time all the way to full-time, and whatever you guys want it to be, we're excited for it to be that for you. So we've had an amazing day so far. We're not quite done yet. Ali's going to close it out with a couple next steps, and then we have one quick section after this too.
Clap it up.
All right, so next steps, very important, okay? Massive action. Take action, okay? If you're excited right now, take that excitement. Post on social media. You know, that was one of the tips I gave before. And then also use the resources. Okay, we have resources here. We have TGIM on Mondays at 9 a.m. You can give it the coaches who invited you down to get the list of information. But we also have a team Get Uncomfortable Squad Monday night call. So if you're not local, you can plug into the Monday night call with the top leaders on the team. We have Celeste. The call is amazing. It's usually 45 minutes or so. But if you're not local, that's great for you to plug into. And then we also have Wednesdays Running Canyon. They meet at 10 o'clock a.m. So these are just resources that you can use to build your business, right? And you can invite people to these things. Invite people. Bring people to work out with you. Bring people to these events. Next Saturday we'll have training again. Bring people to training, okay? We have a training once a month, okay? It's called an STS, Success Training Seminar, okay? That's going to be a bigger vision, okay? A bigger vision. Yeah, we're here now, but there's a bigger vision. It's usually like 12 to 1,500 people at an event, and we're getting trained by the top leaders on the team, and they give us all the nuggets. You know, all we have to do is listen and follow the rules, basically. whatever they tell us, just go out and do it. Massive action, right? So that success training is August 17th. Okay, so that's very big. If you want to build your business, success training seminars are key. They're once a month. Okay, bring people with you to that success training seminar. If it's your first time to the seminar, with the training, it's free. Okay, your guests are always free. First time, right? Coaches, you guys know, it's like $25 or so. But yeah, so bring people to that. Bring as many people with you. Get excited, all right? People are going to feed you. They're going to feed off your excitement. They're going to feed off your energy, your authenticity. All right, so be real. Get on the products. You know, get the results you want and just share it. That's all we do is we share it and then use your resources, okay? So workouts, we have Monday night calls, Get Uncomfortable Squad call, team calls. There's a different topic every Monday, so they'll never get old. And success training seminar, okay? Next month, once again, it's August 17th. It's a Saturday. All right, so try to schedule your time around that seminar training. It usually runs from about 10 to 3 o'clock. Okay, so I hope to see everybody there at Success Training Seminar training at STS. I say it a lot because STSs are key. When I went to my first STS was when I hit Supervisor the next month. Okay, so it took me a while. Like I said, I didn't get started right away, but when I decided to go to STS, I went and I seen this big vision. I was excited. It was all these people making income, all these crazy health stories, all these people getting results, and I was like, I can do this. So what a training does, the bigger trains, is it just paints the picture. All right? I'm sorry, I'm in the way. It's painting the picture, okay? So get to the event because what it did for me is the next month I literally hit Supervisor. I didn't know anything about the business until I really went to STS training. Okay, I knew the small stuff, but it was just on a brighter scale, and I was ready to go. I was pumped up. So get to these events, and I'm pretty sure you might just hit Supervisor the next month. All right. So I mean, it worked for me. It can work for you. Okay. So I'm going to bring up Denise to close it off with our final steps. So everybody clap it up for Denise. She's
Okay, so how many people took some really great notes? A lot of information about the products, how to talk to people, how to build your business. So I'm just going to give you some next steps. So basically things to do as soon as you leave this room, okay? And it's going to be really simple. I know you got a lot of information. It might be overwhelming a little bit, but the first thing you need to do is get on your nutrition plan. You need to order your products. You need to get on the plan. If you can only order the tea, order the tea. Allow it to give you energy because that gives you something to talk about, okay? If you already got a result, get a new one, okay? Keep getting a result. Keep getting on your products. Stay on your products. Talk about it. Let's see. Yes, start doing personal development, like tonight, before you go to bed. Start doing some type of personal development where you're reading a book or you're watching a video on YouTube. Eric Thomas, Jim Rohn, there's tons out there. All you got to do is Google it or YouTube it or ask somebody. Somebody in here has a video or something that you can watch to really help with your mindset, which was very important. Okay, so step number 2, write down your goals. What do you want, right? What do you want out of this business? What do you want as far as your health results? Do you want to be part-time? Do you want to be full-time? How much money do you need to make with this business in order to quit your job, pay for your bills, go on vacation? Like, what is it that you want? Give that to your mentor and talk to your mentor about it, okay? And that'll help you figure out what level of the marketing plan you need to aim for to make the things that you want actually come true. So, right? So we're here to encourage people to, you know, help everybody make an impact, but also we want to make dreams come true as well. So if you're having goals, you're setting goals, we want to help you hit those goals. So talk to your mentor about that, and they'll help you work towards that. Number 3, we're having a yacht party. So I don't want anybody to forget about our promotion, okay? This month is the month to qualify, so there's 4 days left in the month. So push towards that. Talk to your mentor about what it takes to qualify, but it's going to be an all-white yacht party. It's going to be super dope. Everybody on the Get Uncomfortable squad that's going to qualify. Who's qualified already? Can you raise your hand? So let's give them to the ones that qualified already. Yes. Okay, yeah, so work towards that. This month is also double volume month towards Extravaganza. Okay, Extravaganza is in October. It's in Vegas. It's going to be huge. Everybody's going. Like, get your tickets now. Right now, the tickets are $75, which is really, really cheap compared to all the information that you're going to get. Like, it's going to be insane. At the door, it's $175, which is still cheap compared to the information you're going to get, but it's always much better to get your tickets early. So get your tickets early. Also talk to your mentors about how you're going to get there. Bus tickets. We also have buses available, so get your bus tickets. And just work really hard. Take the notes that you wrote down today and actually put them to good use. Okay, like don't overwhelm yourself. Like you don't have to do 1,000 different things. Just do a few things like 1,000 times. Just do it over and over again. Talk to people over and over again. Stay on your products. Take your products every single day. Like just do a couple of things a bunch of times, and you'll start to see that you're going to create an impact, you're going to build a client base, you're going to get really great results, you're going to start changing people's lives, which is in turn going to change your life as well. So I just want to thank everybody for being here today on the behalf of the Get Uncomfortable Squad as well as Herbalife. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you being a part of this family. So I just want to say thank you, and you guys are free to go.